out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'm about to throw a party. I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winnings, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jackie Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'm about to throw a party.
And we are live. Welcome back to the Wanna Parlay Podcast. I'm Lantz Bell. Below me's ToneTheGoat. And this show is brought to you, of course, by Wanna Parlay, home of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. We're at the end of the podcast week, but still in the thick of a Wanna week, so I'm going to update the latest main event leaderboards, talk about a few winners. The main event, Parlay Slayer 98 is still holding on to almost $4,000 with a 34.73 multiplier parlay. Folks, this will not last. This will not last. Mark my words. I've been doing this a while now. I've said that before and been wrong, but that's in the triple digits. This 34, no, there's no shot. It's a great win for you, Parlay Slayer 98. You will win some good hard-earned cash. But and he's also in third place with a 4x. So he has two 4x parlays, 4x parlays. There we go. 3,900 and 800. So if you put those together, that's $4,700 he would go home if the event ended right now. That would be insanity, especially for the level of parlay he's put. He would actually have no chance to come close near this number on any other platform, any other sportsbook, any other casino. Looking at some few winners from Wednesday. The 30X Hydro. Holy shit. Let's take a look at this. A three times his parlay. A 33-point parlay brought him home $1,350. Any other sportsbook or casino would have paid him $990. But here at Wanna, he got $1,350. And stolen base, very favorited lines. Just looking at what he did here. Total bases for Austin Riley under, Ozuna under. Oh wow, he faded the Atlanta Braves. It's sad to see that be successful for almost $1,400. Really doing the ATL boys dirty, but it's all right. Winner's a winner, and he won in the 15X as well. This guy cleared on a Wednesday night over $2,000, folks. Hydro. Sounds like a demon. He might just be like that, folks. You might need to pay attention. It's Hydro, and the O is a 0. So make sure you might need to tap in, see what he's doing, because he's winning. Migo X Chapo, 9.14 parlay. $700 in the 5X because he 9X'd his parlay. Wow, he was really confident in that lay. Let's take a look. 4 picks. He had under in the Rockies Marlins game. I like it. Under in the Phillies Blue Jays game. Outs recorded under 18.5 for Sale. Another Atlanta fade. And under 9.5 total runs in the Rangers versus Tampa Bay Rays, which ended at 9 runs. So he covers by half a point to come home with 700 big ones. Very, very nice. Yeah. Oh, Viviana was in the 30X. Another $350 into her account. Long legs. Respond to the texts. Respond. We need to see, we need some women on this podcast. It has been a while. I blame Tone, but, I'm just kidding. All right, let's keep moving forward. We've got a great show for you guys today. We're going to bring on some of the old faithfuls. Hopefully Lonnie Lyle is ready to go. He's somewhere because we'll bring him on early once he shows face in the waiting room. I already got Papa sitting in there waiting. We're gonna be really diving into game 1 of the NBA Finals tonight. Thunder versus Pacers in Oklahoma City. The Thunder are favored by 9.5 points. And then we'll rehash a little hockey from last night because that's good stuff. But and then we'll have a heat check, get some good banter in, and then we'll call it a day. But before we get started, I got a quick announcement. We will now be giving a $2 entry ticket to anyone that shows face on this podcast. When you do so, you'll have an opportunity to give us a 2-man parlay, and if that parlay wins, you will earn $10 more in entry tickets. So folks, if you're watching and you haven't showed face on this podcast, you're wrong. Do better. Get on here. Give us a parlay. Win you some free money and free opportunity to win some big, big money. All right, let's hop into accountability hour for the 8-leg parlay that we gave last night. And after we do that, then we'll bring on Pops and we'll just get right into it. Accountability hour. So last show yesterday, me, Tone, Lonnie Lyle, and KG Little Joe's from the chat. He tuned in live from the chat and gave us his picks through the chat. We all gave 2 legs to a parlay that totaled as an 8-legger. And, we gave locks, just certified good picks, our best picks. And, we wanted to see what we could do. We wanted to see what we could cook up in the lab. And we went 5-3. 5-3 was pretty, for the first time, pretty good. KG Little Joe's went 2-0. Lonnie Lyle went 2-0. I went 1-1. And Tone?
I went 0-2.
0-2.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens. It happens. And there was a lot of the ones I gave were, should have been 2 locks. Just let's go through it. Aaron Judge over 1 hit. This was a W. This was a Lonnie Lyle pick. Safe, solid, good stuff. That's a win. Acuna over 1 hit. Another Lonnie Lyle pick. This hit. This one was a little sketchy, but ended up coming through. So there's Lonnie Lyle's 2-0. Judge hit. Acuna hit. Now for KG Little Joe's. He had Ohtani over 1 hit, which hit. That's a W. Red Sox money line. A walk-off. I think it was it extra innings or just in the 9th? Tone?
It was. I'm not sure. You for Freeman?
No, for the walk-off in the Red Sox versus Angels game.
Oh, for Ohtani.
Wait, what? No. For the KG Joe's had Red Sox money line. It wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Red Sox won. Yeah.
It wasn't in extra innings. It was the 9th inning.
Yeah, they won in regulation.
Yeah. Rafaela, homers. Yeah, walk-off homer. Sad stuff. Bottom of the 9th. There's KG Little Joe's in the chat. Reaping the rewards. Just being great. So, going back, he had Ohtani over 1 hit, which was a W. Red Sox money line, which was as well with the walk-off, W. A 308-foot walk-off. Come on, KG. Come on. Me, Lance, the man himself.
They were down.
Yeah, no, it was good stuff, and obviously it's my Halos, but you know I'm here. I was rooting for the squad. We can sacrifice one out of Angels are dog shit. We already went into that in the last episode. We don't need to do that again. But so we had 4-0 from KG and Lonnie. Then it was my turn. Mike Trout over 1 hit, lock, first inning, easy stuff. Easy stuff. The next pick, Mookie Betts over 1 hit. My God, Mookie. What are we doing? Dodgers, what are we doing? Have some pride. You can't just get bitched by the Mets over and over again. I think that's going to be 2 series in a row against them that they lose. Like I always say, be better. So I go 1-1. Mike Trout got the hit, but Mookie Betts doesn't. And then on to Tone's picks. Panthers, Oilers. The Stanley Cup final game last night. No overtime. Loss. This game was incredible. When I bring Pop on, we'll recap it a little bit. Great hockey, great stuff. If you can tune in, and if you remember to tune in, it's entertaining as hell. Even if you don't know the sport, it's some of the best, especially it being a rematch from last year's. I mean, last year, Florida goes up 3-0 on the Oilers. McDavid, just embarrassing them. McDavid and those Oilers come storming back and force Game 7 after being down 0-3 and lose in that Game 7. And now both teams have crawled all the way back for a rematch. I'm a huge McDavid fan, so I'm rooting for the Oilers. And, you know, we got one. Now just 3 more. Three more Oilers. So that the no overtime, that was a loss. And then the second one, Tigers, White Sox under 8.5. I thought this one was for sure. This one seemed like the lock. But goddamn, just no. They just were crushing it early. So Tone goes 0-2. It happens. I go 1-1. It's not like I'm any better. You know, if he went 2-0, I still lose. That's the parlay. So me and Tone got to be better, and we know that. We'll hold ourselves accountable. All right. I got Nate D in the waiting room. Should I bring him on?
Yeah, let's get Nate 76 on up.
Let's get Nate 76 in here. Nate 76, can you hear us?
Yeah. Nate
Yes,
76
sir.
on the Wanna Parlay app, y'all. Look him up. He's a certified winner.
Yes, guys, I'm here. What's going on?
There we go.
There he is.
How are you?
It's good to see you again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, I can't hear you guys though.
Oh.
there you
Now you can
you
hear
go.
us?
Yeah.
It's good to see you again, Nate. You look great. Yep. LA. But what happened? What's been happening this season against the Mets?
I don't know, man. There's this year it's the pitching right now. They're not gonna hit, they're not gonna go for 18 runs every game. They need to win the 4-1 games, the 4-2 games. They're just not winning those right now. And it's their pitching. Once their pitching starts coming back alive, I think they'll still win the West. But we'll see what the postseason has in store, man. Because it's all a timing issue, right? You gotta get hot at the right time, and that's probably mid-August towards end of August, and you gotta get hot, which is coming up here in the next 60 days. So let's see what happens with injuries. Everyone's on the 60-day IL right now, so.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I have a feeling the Dodgers they're going to make it to the postseason and be all right.
Where'd you go?
Oh no. Can you hear us, Nate? Yo. We'll wait for him to figure out the
I
sound.
can hear you watching the podcast, but not through the Discord.
Interesting. I don't know. You can hear me, right, Tone?
Yeah, we're good
Yeah,
on
you're
our
cutting
end.
in and out. There you are. But I don't
Oh.
want the feedback, so I'm trying to turn this down. Go ahead. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I hear you.
We've been able to hear you the whole time. Can you not hear us? Dang.
Now you're there. It's so weird.
Oh, now you can hear us?
No, it would just cut out.
Maybe, I don't know, you want to leave and join back?
Little delay. I'm watching it live. So if you want to ask it live, I'll listen to the podcast.
Oh, all right. Let's well, I wanted to ask you how's it been recently? Like how have you been?
I wanted to ask you
Well, now it's echoing and I'm really thrown off here.
Recently, like how have you been?
I've been good.
Echoing and really
I mean, I'm on there every day. So as many wins as I got, no one's seeing some of the losses. But I mean, when I hit, it hits good, right? You guys see that.
So what would you say your career earnings are so far on Wanna Parlay?
So what would you say your career earnings are so far on Wanna Parlay?
On Wanna Parlay, maybe like just under 5,000.
That's pretty good. How long have you been on Wanna again? I can't, you know. I can't remember.
How long have you been on Wanna again? I can't, you know.
I think it's been less than 60 days. I think it was end of I don't remember if I joined end of March or beginning of May. But I know it's been less than 90 days.
Less than 90 days and almost $5,000, if not more than $5,000 surpassed, folks. This is what it means to be good. What it means to be great. So
this is what it means to be
have you
But
finally?
I have standard bets. So I don't want to say anything bad about Wanna because overall the site is outstanding. There are some parlays I stay away from.
Yeah, well, if you have some criticism, you know, we're open to hear it because we're the people that can report it up top.
Cool. So one of the things that I noticed is, so when I win, normally when you win a parlay, you don't lose the money you bet, right? So if I put $50 up, and it's a 10 times, it should be 1,050 back, right? But it's 1,000 back. So the 50 never came back. I won net 950. So it's not exactly 10 times.
Interesting. That's actually a very good point, and I'm glad you brought that up. I've never noticed that because I haven't been able to play since I started working for him. I will definitely report that and try to get that fixed because that you're 100% right.
Another thing is, my friend Rick, he experienced it last night too, is that he was I put Tommy Edmond to have more than 2 hits the other night. And Edmund wasn't even in the lineup, so he shouldn't have even been an option on the parlay. So that absolutely killed that ticket.
Yeah, no.
So
I've seen that before, and that one is pretty frustrating. That's even thrown us off on the podcast, like when we make picks, just using through Wanna.
Pretty frustrating.
That one is a little tough because that's updating constantly. I will report that, but.
Yeah, it is because until the lineup is set, and sometimes if you're betting early, it's even worse.
Exactly.
Once the lineup's set, then they know, right? So that could have been just a timing issue on my part, but maybe throw that in the ticket and just make it whatever. If it's a 3-teamer, make it a 2-teamer, right? I think that's what most bookies do, bookmakers do.
Yeah, no, and I understand that. That one can get frustrating because it seems like a lock. You get your parlay, then
frustrating because seems like a lot. You get your parlay.
Tone, you got anything you want to try this method?
For sure. I just have one for you, Nate.
You want to try this method?
The feedback.
For sure.
Hopefully, on our end, man. It's crazy right now. But
The feedback.
one question, Nate. Why would you wear that stupid ass shirt on the podcast? No, I'm just saying, man. I'm a Braves fan. Braves fan.
Stupid ass shirt on the podcast.
I gotta represent, man.
Salute.
That's awesome. Hey, well, Nate, we appreciate you joining on, and
but overall, I'm having a good time. I play almost every day.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome stuff. Sorry, the audio, we'll have to figure out, have you back on so that when the audio works, because I can't even remember half the conversation.
Have you back on so that when the audio works, because I can't even remember half the conversation.
Well, it's all good, man. I love being on the show. You know what's crazy? I only win. I make the Dodgers as a standard pick, and it helps. Like the ticket I won was when they scored 18 runs. I hit the Freeman 2+ hits, Dodgers -1.5 over the 9.5. I hit that by like the sixth inning. So that already hit 3 of my 14 parlay, and I think that's the ticket you guys are talking about.
Oh, dude,
so the other one, I think I forget what else I bet on. It was like one of the favorite, like Phillies or Braves -1.5. Those are easy to call.
Yeah, so usually you use the Dodgers. I mean, that's a for sure. I mean, you guys are great. So
about 70% of the time.
and if you use them to win, I mean, they have to win, like you're saying, by hitting a lot of runs. So it's like the combination. It's like, oh, if the Dodgers are gonna win, these guys are gonna produce. So I love the method. That's smart.
Yeah, and well, we got the finals coming up too, and usually NBA I'm pretty good too. So I think the Thunder win the series. I think it'll go 6. I want the Pacers to win, but I think the Thunder are just too strong. But you know what? They're built very similar. They're built very similar. They want to run and gun. They got great defenses. But they got the MVP, the Thunder. So I think that's the edge.
Yeah, for sure, and I agree wholeheartedly because they're both 10 deep in rosters. They can both, sub and mix and match and do all that. Have we given you an opportunity to give you a 2-man parlay before on this show to win entry tickets?
We given you an opportunity to give you a 2-man parlay on the show.
I think you did. I lost it.
Well, hey, don't worry. I want you to give another 2-man slip for tonight for $10 in entry tickets in your account.
Another 2-man slip for tonight.
Very cool. Oh, one more gripe, bros. One more gripe. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. I'm working with the delay. So the gripe I have is I recommended Rick to Wanna, and I know that's like a $20 bonus when you do referrals. I never got that, and it might just be an administration issue. But yeah, if you can bring that up to him, I brought in Rick. I forget his username, RIC, but I can email you guys or whatever.
Yeah, just text Tone. Be in contact with him. He'll do a good job of that. Make sure we get you your money. But we gotta ask Nate, what's the 2-man slip for tonight?
Be in contact with him. He'll do a good job of that. Make sure we get you your money. But we gotta ask Nate, what's the 2-man slip for tonight?
Oh, I haven't even looked. Let me take a look really quick. I'll tell you. I mean, Dodgers and Mets again today, man. They're gonna be on my ticket for sure. Let me take a look really quick. Let's see. Let's see here. Give me 2 seconds. I'll give you a couple. That way you guys can combine however you want. I like the Tigers today. Phillies and Blue Jays. I like the Twins today.
Remember, the the 2 legs you give have to be somewhat of even odds. Yeah.
Oh, and a player prop, right? You guys want a player prop?
Yeah, let's get NBA Finals player prop. Get in there. You told us you know NBA.
Okay, NBA. Mm-hmm. Let's see what they got. Do they have the odds up yet for tomorrow? The number. Okay. Let's do a player prop. Let's do NBA then. This is sick easily with points. Ooh. I like the Halliburton over 17.5. Looks good. Shea. I mean, wow, that's high. 33.5. I think Indiana might shock the Thunder tomorrow. If they do that, they're gonna have to keep Shea under 33.5. I like the Pacers plus 9.5. And if the Pacers win, I think it's gonna have to stay under 230.5. So if you guys want to do Pacers in the under, and then with the Tyrese over and then maybe Shea under. I like those 4 picks. That's what I might put in tomorrow.
Okay, hey, I like the 4 picks too. We'll go with the 2 player props. And then if you win, we'll put $10 more plus the $20 referral in your account and the $2 for showing your face back on this podcast.
And then if you win, we'll put $10 more plus the $20 referral in your account and $2 for showing your face back on this podcast.
All right, sounds good, guys. I appreciate it. I'll probably see you guys hopefully in the future.
Yes,
take care. Thank
soon.
You.
Appreciate
Good luck,
it, Nate.
everyone. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
876 on Wanna Parlay. Y'all look them up. That are you stressed? You stressed, Lance? That was difficult work right there, man.
Hey, we fought like hell, but Nate's our guy. Nate's old faithful of the show, and we love him. So we'll do whatever it takes to get his slips and he gave us great information, valuable information. I mean, the money back on the bets that should for sure change. That's it. I will have to fucking text Carson right after this.
Yeah.
And then his referral, of course, he's doing the good deed of getting the word out there. I mean, we got to repay our guys.
I'm going to follow up and see about it. Usually, for those watching, usually when you have one of those problems where you feel like you didn't get the 20, it's usually because the person that you invited that downloaded the app, they have not deposited 20 yet. Because I've had a lot of people directly complain to me about it, and that's the fine print. You don't get the 20 just for someone downloading Wanna Parlay. You get the 20 when the person you brought over, they actually deposit money. That's when you get the 20. And then on the flip side, I never noticed the when you bet your money, you're not getting that money back. I never noticed that. And another thing that someone hit me about recently was, man, every time we withdraw, Wanna gets a percentage, and they were saying that other apps don't have that withdrawal percentage, fee or whatever it is.
Yeah. There's Nate in the chat. He says he's bet a lot, Tone. He loses every day with me.
Okay. So we're going to check for you, Nate.
Yeah.
We're going to definitely dive deep on that one.
We definitely got to hash that out. That's good stuff. And Nate, it might have been difficult with that interview, but hey, we love you. We're going to have you back. And hopefully, that time we'll have the audio fixed because you got too much knowledge and too much joy to share with the world. So we need you back.
Sure.
All right. So I think Papa might be gone. Pops might be gone.
Well, Lance, before I had it pulled up, but we dived into our interview first, and I wanted Papa to hear it because I am a stand-up individual, and my package was supposed to be here yesterday, but somewhere in between of shipping, I guess it got delayed because I wanted to be here for you guys to see me with this white Hartenstein jersey that I have to put on, and I was looking forward to it, guys. So I want to hold myself accountable for that first and foremost, Lance, and Papa, who's not here, but you'll spread word. But yeah, it's definitely out there somewhere. I bet they're like, who the fuck ordered this shit? Like, who the fuck?
That's like his 5th jersey sale all year. No, but that's funny shit. Papa had to run. He's going to shadow at his new job. I said, Papa, what are you doing? We don't do jobs around here. We do the Wanna Parlay podcast, but obviously he didn't get the message. The Hartenstein, that'll be awesome. I'm definitely gonna have to hold Lonnie Lyle accountable because he I don't even see him in the waiting room. He's nowhere to be found. I haven't seen him in the chat. He might be on the run. So you might we need Joe on that. Joe across the chest. That's awesome. All right, let's talk a little finals, Tone. Let's do the thing. I want to hear what you're thinking. What are your thoughts? I've heard a little bit before. You had Pacers winning the finals. and I said, you have time until tip off. You can switch up, change, because once it tips off, game 1 tips off, then that's it. That's all you got. There's KG Little Joe's little vodka action. Wow, you're putting real dent in that. Taking us.
I had some pretty ladies over last night, Lance.
That's my guy. That's my guy,
Yeah.
KG. I hope you saw that. That's live on the show. Live on the show. Drinking the good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't get better than that. All right, Tone. How many games? Who will win?
Yeah. First and foremost, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, people. So don't you dare judge. If you're a party pooper, if you judge. But yeah, shout out to KG Little Joe's and the Little Joe's vodka. I've been finished the whiskey, but tonight I am excited, people. I am so excited. I am so prepared. I don't think I've never been this excited for a non-LeBron involved finals ever in my life. I promise you. I am so excited, and it's been hard to get me, being a fanatic of LeBron, to be excited when he's not in the finals. I'm just being super honest, but I'm so looking forward. I'm fully invested. I feel like we're not waiting for the new era to present itself of the NBA. It has arrived and it is dead in our face, and it's been going on since last series with Knicks and Timberwolves, respectfully. But this is the new era, people. These are the people that are taking the league by storm. Also you got Luka. And for me, you got people like Trae Young and others, but this is the new era. People like these are the juggernauts. Jason Tatum. These are the people that's yeah. Man, we're watching it. I want to see who's gonna do what. I want to see who's gonna stand up, who's gonna prevail, who's gonna fail. I am here to see it, and I stand on my business that I spoke earlier, Lance. I'm on the Pacers side. I just, as an NBA fan, as a natural fan of the NBA, I'm not one of those who like to be stubborn when you said something that didn't happen, or a player, showed you, you said this and I outdid that, but then that person still want to be like, well, she's still, how people do LeBron. I'm one of those fans, like, even if I once said, yeah, he's slick overrated, or he might be there. Once you didn't show me, and you ain't got to do no further showing for me. I don't need no further investigation to know when the truth is the truth and him is him. And that boy Tyrese Halliburton, I'm telling you, that boy is unpredictable right now. I feel like the Pacers period is unpredictable. You don't know what you might get about them Pacers, because if they get out there and control the pace, and they are disruptive, then I'm telling you, this can be a whole total different series. A lot of money, quote me, people, a lot of money in Vegas may get lost with this series right here, because majority of the people are going to go one way. And for that itsy bitsy small percentage of people who got the nuts to drop and say, you know what? I'm just going, yeah, what we do, Lance? Yeah, Halliburton go. Yeah, see, you might be able to walk away with a house or more off of this one, because the odds are there, people, and I'm loving it. And I understand the odds. Now, from OKC standpoint, the odds should be like that. They've performed extremely freaking well the whole season and have done nothing other than that. Now, we know the discrepancy and all of the controversy and everything around him being the merchant that he is, but they have played extremely well ball, period. They got one of the best records in the league, if not the best. I think they were right under the Cavs. But they've done, the odds should be like this. But people, Indiana is just like an Atlanta market. It's easy to be blinded. And it's easy to be naive on what's really going on over there. And you think they just picking cotton? Not cotton, corn. God damn, my ancestors. Okay. Corn? Then you are mistaken. They playing ball out there. I'm done, Lance. I'm breaking a sweat.
Hey, I love it. I was listening. I was tuning in. Come on now. If KJ Little Joe's or Nate in the chat, or I'm going back and forth. Jeez. KG Little Joe's in chat says, can't pay for that promo. Talking about the vodka. Nate says, me too, want the Pacers to win it all. KG, if OKC wins the title, Shea will be the cover of next year's NBA 2K26 cover. And if Pacers win, Hallie will be on the cover, is what he thinks will happen. And then we got some laughing emojis from the end of that little sequence right there from our boy. But yeah, no, this it seems like in my heart, if I'm a betting man, I would take OKC in 5. I'd take OKC in 5 because the way the series is laid out, 2 games at home, OKC, like if, you know, like I said, betting man, I'm trying to like play gun to my head. This is what I think. OKC takes the first 2. Pacers win game 3. OKC battle, win game 4. And then it's going down 3-1. You got to go to OKC. And we've seen that environment in the playoffs and let alone the NBA finals. Now, the recipe, like it's been all playoffs long for the Pacers. Halliburton's got to be a fucking hero. He's got to shine. And that round 1 against the Bucks, he shocked the world with that comeback in, I think it was 9 or 7 points in 30 seconds against the Bucks. Steal that game, end the series. See ya. Game 2 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Halliburton, boom, 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 run back to the 3-point line. Green hits it. Another one, steals a game, goes up a sneaky 2-0. Unbelievable. And then, once again, game 1, Madison Square Garden, Tyrese motherfucking Halliburton runs back to the 3-point line like this is 2K. Green! I mean, so if Tyrese Halliburton, these Pacers can do something special, can shock the world and steal one of these games in Oklahoma City, maybe even game 1, then, it might be Indiana's first championship in a long, long time. I don't know. I mean, obviously you have state championships and maybe there's national championships in high school, but I'm like college D1. I don't, or a professional sport. I don't know when Indiana's last won a professional championship. I guess the Indianapolis Colts back with Peyton Manning. Back in about probably, I think that's 2008, 7. So, well, the Pacers never. The Pacers have never won an NBA Finals. I'm just saying in all sports. But so if they can do this and shock the world, and you know, Siakam's going to have to be huge. He's going to have to take advantage of those one-on-one matchups. But you know, the tough part about the Thunders, they're long. You got Chet and Hartenstein. And, you know, that might be a problem. You know, the undersized Miles Turner and Siakam, the front court. You know, obviously they have Caruso and bunch coming off the bench for OKC, but so do the Pacers. They got Benedict Mathurin that can come off the bench, TJ McConnell, and then there's a couple guys, but those are really the 2. And then if you can get, you know, a heroic performance out of Nesmith or Nembhard one of the games, like you just need, it's going to be a lot, but you know, Shai Gilgeous, like in the regular season against the Pacers, he ate against this team. So, you know, I really hope the Pacers can do something and shock the world. I think it's Thunder in 5. They will have to steal one of these games early, but the good news is the only 2 players with experience in the NBA Finals in this playoff series, barring being like the end of a bench, not even playing, is Alex Caruso for the Thunder, who, you know, like LeBron says on his podcast, Swiss Army knife, like one of his favorite teammates of all time. So, you know, Caruso shows up in his distinct way, you know what I'm saying? And on the other side, Pascal Siakam. Siakam, you got to step up. You got to be at least 25, 30 a game. You got to be killing it in the mid-range, the post. Hopefully you have a decent matchup with a Jalen Williams, J-Dub, someone that you can kind of shoot over. But, man, they're good on defense. Both teams. Nembhard's been locked down all playoffs against his opponents. But so I see a vision for the Pacers, and it takes a little bit of a miracle. But, folks, I got OKC in 5. I got OKC in 5, but we'll see. Can Shea step up to the limelight when the lights are brightest? Shine in the NBA Finals. Chet, Jalen Williams, some of these young kids. We're gonna have to see. We're really gonna have to see. But yeah, that's what I think. Tone, I got a question for you. Who would you say the top 5 players, including both teams, who are the top 5 players in this series? In chat, if you hear this and you want to give me your top 5, I'll read them off because I'd love to hear you guys as well. Who are the top 5 players between the Thunder and the Pacers in this NBA Finals series? Get your yawn.
Thunder, Pacers. Thunder, Pacers, top 5 on each team. And Siakam and Shea, and it's like that's OKC is so tricky. You don't know really who's the certified second, but let's just say Shea and Chet, get them out the way. And then the strong third for OKC is Jalen. So you got Shea, Chet, Jalen. Then you got Tyrese, Siakam, and this is where the Pacers get tricky because when you talk about Nesmith, Nembhard, or Mathurin, they be rotating when it's come time to show out. And who else am I missing in that? I know Toppin is always in the mix. And then what is it? Thomas Bryant is their big man. Thomas Bryant, I would think, is automatically not in the top 5 on their team. Thomas Bryant, and depending how it goes, I would put Obi Toppin in the top 5, and then one of those 3 would have to be out of it. Mathurin, Nesmith, or Nembhard. And based off this year, I will put Nesmith maybe at the 4 or 5. So it sounds like that's the 5 over there. At Shea, I think my boy LeBron has a way of saying things at certain times that just raises people's stocks. A lot of people don't be focused on that. But Caruso, it's gonna be time for a new contract. He knew what he was doing for his boy Caruso. But even coming off the bench, I would definitely put, as far as the importance of people's roles on OKC, I would put Caruso in the top 5, and then maybe Hartenstein. That would be the top 5 for me over on OKC. I think that's 5 on both sides right there.
Okay. I see where you're going with it. Interesting. I'm going to go my top 5, and I'm just going to say from both teams. And I'm going to go in order. Number 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Obviously, he's the best player in this series, or at least should be on paper. MVP, scoring champ, everything. So we got Shai. Next, of course, Halliburton. Halliburton is the second best player in the series, I would think. And yeah, so it goes Shai, Halliburton. Next, I have Siakam. I think Siakam is, for the finals and what we're not his potential. I'm talking about right now, who I take. I would go Siakam is the third best player in this playoff series. Now, fourth, I would go Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams, he's a dog. He's been playing well all playoffs. Really good on both sides of the ball. But, will help Shai tremendously, try to relieve him on offense when they're, doing the collapse when he gets into the paint. And last, I would go Chet Holmgren. The combination of shooting, offensive talent, and rim protection. That's who I would go with the fifth spot. So Thunder have the advantage because I think if I go into 6 and 7, you could argue Dort with the defense. You could argue, like Tone just said, Caruso, he's Swiss Army knife, just talked about, the podcast, all that. So OKC's got a lot of players, a lot of guys. So I'm like, the matchups, when I just look at it on paper, like I know the Pacers are solid, right there in that middle, but then it starts falling off. The Thunder just have a lot of players is where I'm going with all of this. Thunder have a lot of players that can play. They rotate. They spread out the minutes. They're balanced in how, the Pacers have had success all season, and, their identity is getting out and run. OKC, it's the complete opposite. They get in that half-court set. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, get the fuck out of my way. One-on-one. Either come set a screen or don't. Get by my guy. Who collapses, I either make the right pass, who makes an extra pass, or I take a tough little midi and I control the pace of the game. Now, Nembhard has been fucking hooping all playoffs on defense. And if he can, disrupt whatever Shai's got going on and can really get in his head and get him out of rhythm, and it's making other guys beat him, then, Pacers, Hallie can get out, run. Siakam, he's their guy in the half-court set, really. I mean, he's the mid-range assassin. He's, got the long wingspan. He's been killing it. So I see ways that, it's not as, I know how heavily favored the Thunder are, but I'm like, it's not as easy as it looks for the Thunder. They have a real shot, the Pacers, I believe, to do it. But, like I said, gambling, man, I had to put my life savings on it. I'd go Thunder in 5. KG Little Joe's in the chat. Let's read some of these. Nate had SGA, Hallie, Siakam, Dort, Chet. So he goes Dort. And then not the obvious Jalen, Nembhard, Hartenstein, Caruso, Turner. I think he might be trolling. KG Little Joe's Shai, Hallie, Siakam, Williams, and Hallie's pops, because he's going to be at these games yelling and screaming. That's fucking funny. That's good shit. But yeah, so final. Go ahead. The final thing I got is Thunder in 5. What's your final prediction? How many games?
Yeah, I've seen this movie before, Lance. I'm telling you, I think. First off, the OKC reminds me of they play like the freaking they play like Phil Jackson is their fucking coach or something. Like they're like one of the only teams in the league that still run shit like ISO and shit like that. Like they play like the fucking 96 Bulls. It's like give Shai the ball and get the fuck out the way. We know the ref is gonna give him a foul somewhere. But the Pacers, unpopular opinion, I feel like they are the new Warriors. They are the new Warriors. They are the new Warriors. They are the ones that have that team that has gelled together, without any magnifying glass being on them, because their prior history was so shitty. And a lot of people don't remember these days before the Warriors got it going, but the Warriors weren't doing shit. We're nobody talking about no Warriors. I'm talking about, you can go all the way back to the Antonio McDyess days. You can go to the Mutombo days. You can go to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whoever was in the league. Warriors ain't never been did nothing. But now, you know what I'm saying, they got that culture. And I think the Pacers are about to build something over this next decade that we wasn't even prepared for. I'm sorry to say it. Because, again, if you got Neesmith that come out there and do a dub plus, I'm pretty sure a lot of teams passed up on him, just like a lot of teams passed up on Steph Curry. And we already see what Halliburton doing. And I think out of both teams, there's only one champion, I think, out of both teams, and that's Siakam. What a lot of people forget about. You know what I'm saying? He's a champion from the Toronto Raptor Kawhi Leonard, championship. Siakam had a high, very, very, very strong part of doing with that. You know what I'm saying? So he's not unfamiliar to this territory that he's going in. So I think he might be a big factor in the locker room with getting these boys together. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is newbies out there other than Siakam, if I'm not mistaken. And that series that Siakam and them won, people, if y'all don't remember, they beat the Warriors. This was a tough fought series that they had to, overcome. Drake over there on the sideline doing all the antics and all the crazy stuff. So I just stand on Pacers are gonna figure this out and they are gonna win it. I'm telling you guys.
Wow. Me personally, if I think of the Pacers, I would go kind of like the Steve Nash and Mike D'Antoni Suns back in the day, because you got the true point guard and they get out and run. Everything's pace. They don't slow down for anybody. But I can see the Warriors before the KD and the super team, 100%. And but when we talk about that, I hate to be a hater because Siakam, NBA championship, played a huge part, but KD did snap his Achilles and Klay Thompson snapped his knee in that series. So I'm like, you can make an argument, but part of the game is staying healthy, and that's how you gotta stay healthy to win championships. But Siakam is gonna play a huge part. I hope to God the Pacers win. By the way, I hope you guys know I want so badly for the Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton. All year I've been hyping this guy's stock up. All year Tone was trying to shoot it down, and now he's finally come around, and I love seeing it. But this is the time when I say it's over for him. So we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. KG Little Joe's thinks Pacers upset tonight and wake up OKC, and then OKC wins the next 4. OKC in 5.
That's diabolical.
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be an interesting matchup. I think everyone's really excited as well. Like Tone was saying earlier, this is a great NBA Finals, a great matchup. You got something, Tone?
Yeah, I was gonna tell people if you think that, because all of the talk right now is Halliburton Shea, which we all know it's Halliburton Shea. But if you think for a second, Siakam thinks in his mind this is for one, Halliburton's team, and for two, if you think in his mind he thinks Halliburton is going to be the Finals MVP. If you think any of that kind of stuff, you done bumped your heads. Siakam on a whole different mission. Siakam feels like the big dog. Siakam just got Eastern Conference Finals MVP. That wasn't Holly, y'all. We seen Holly thought he was gonna get it, but respectfully, and I just think him in that locker room, he really about to troop these together. Like, Holly, you the future of this franchise. This franchise is really yours, but based off of experience, what I'm saying, based off of trophies, hardware and stuff like that, Siakam is the big dog right now. And he's not washed. He's still at a great point in his career. So I think Siakam looking to go out there and get his first Finals MVP because he didn't get the one in Toronto. So I think Siakam is going to be a lion out there looking for a gazelle. And, Chet Holmgren going to probably be that gazelle if they fail.
I like it. Siakam's going to be a man on a mission. You're damn right. But KG Joe's in the chat says there is a weird prop going on for this series. If 2 or more games go to overtime, it's plus 4,500. So you bet $100 to win $4,500.
What?
That's interesting as fuck. The odds, that's not bad odds for something like that. I get it. It'd take a miracle, but shit. Throw $100, that's about, I'm not throwing more than that on the prop like that because, that's going to take a lot. Sorry, I ain't got no cheddar bags like that, folks, but, we working, we getting there. We try to win on Wanna Parlay to get that bread up. But, all right, well, that about wraps up this NBA Finals talk. We were going to have a heat check, but Lyle has gone AWOL. It happens. Sometimes there's bigger fish to fry. I've been there before. But we'll see him. We'll see him next week. All right. Well, folks, I hope you guys enjoy the NBA Finals. I didn't talk that much about the NHL last night, but Game 1, like I said, it was a spectacle. It was something to watch. It was incredible. McDavid and Draisaitl doing all they can, and they did, enough to get Game 1. We'll see what they can do the rest of the series. It's kind of like Kobe and Shaq back in the day, McDavid and Draisaitl. But hopefully they go through it. I know KG said something about that game earlier. He said Every game of this Stanley Cup might go to OT. They are so evenly matched. I don't know. The Panthers are fucking damn good. The Panthers are damn good. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see what could happen. All right, Tone, should we cook up? Let's cook up a parlay, me and you. And chat, if anyone wants to give a leg, give us a leg. Come on, let's cook. It's lab time. It's lab hour.
Yeah, I'm already actually in there, Lance, as you prepare. I got a few that I've already cooked up. I'm definitely rolling with these two tonight for the MLB people. For the baseball. Those who don't know what MLB stands for. I'm definitely rolling with these two. I'm going with the Tigers W and Twins W. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my wrong slip. I just added some picks to Nate's picks. Hold on. That's Nate's picks. Hold on, people. 1 second. Undo. Okay, there we go. Liberty W. How that got over? I got Liberty W. And I got Thomas Bryant over 2.5 points. That's two that I'm definitely rolling with so far. I think Thomas Bryant is going to be utilized tonight. He's going to be needed just to prevent others from getting into unnecessary foul trouble. So Thomas Bryant is going to be out there. 2.5 points is not too shabby for him. You know, he's usually in the 4 or 6 point range. 2 in the first half, 2 in the second half. That's how I'm looking at it. Hopefully 4 in the first half, but over 2.5 points, I'm taking that one. And Liberty, they just out there. They skipping through town, making my way downtown, walking by. They just going through everybody town, just, effortlessly just whooping ass. You know what I'm saying? So take the Liberty and don't even second guess that one. But those two are automatic so far, Lance.
All right, I like it. I got about 5 that I liked. I'm also Liberty minus 12.5. They're playing the Washington Mystics. Pretty sure it's either is a new franchise or it's one I haven't Actually, I don't think it's that new, but regardless, they butt booty ass cheeks. So give me the Liberty minus 12.5. Yeah, they're gonna cakewalk. Next, I got OKC minus 9.5. As much as I want the Pacers as a betting man, I think it's OKC. And it's unfortunate. I also have the under in the game. 230 points is the total. And on my game 1 of an NBA Finals that no one's been to before besides Siakam and Caruso, there might be some stretches. Oh, shit. Are these the 2 best teams in the NBA? I don't know about all that. No, but so I like under 230 for the total, or 230.5 for the total score. I have under on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's points. I think everyone's kind of glazing the regular season matchup a little much, like I was, but I'm on the fade SGA fade. And then Siakam over rebounds. I think the matchup, because of how the Pacers get out and run, or at least try to, they'll only have one big in. They'll only have really a Chet or Hartenstein kind of split minutes instead of going 2 bigs. So I think Siakam gets a decent number there to go get some rebounds. So one more time, Liberty minus 12.5, OKC minus 9.5, under the 230.5 in the total game 1. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander under 33.5 points, and Siakam over 6.5 rebounds. That's what Lance has got. Tone, you want to just lay out what you like? Oh, here's KG Little Joe's. He has Yankees money line and the Minnesota Oakland game over 10. Folks, KG Little Joe's is he's a sniper. He's a certified sniper. I call him the Chicago sniper because when he makes picks, he's right. He's right. So tail the Yankees money line and the over runs in the Oakland Minnesota Twins game. I see Tone. Yeah, Tone's locking in. Tone knows better.
What was the over points for the Twins? What was it? Is it 8.5 or?
I haven't seen. I think it's 10.
Oh,
they know because it's in a minor league park, is what KG told us. The A's play in a minor league park, folks. I play MLB The Show, or at least I used to, and I used to use the minor league parks as my normal, so I could just hit dingers all day. In reality, I got dingers hit against me, and I didn't do shit. I swing outside the kitchen all day long. I'm not a baseball player. It's for sure. But Tone, you got any other picks you want to give, or?
For sure. So I'll let me be clear on my picks, guys, so you guys can use them however you need. I'm gonna be clear with the locks, and then I just have picks for you guys tonight. And again, if you're a newbie to the pod, locks are ones that I just have a little more faith in, but that does not mean that it's a more quality bet than the other ones. Now, pick and choose at your own gut feeling. The best way to win a bet is to be lucky. Don't let nobody else lie to you. Luck is a very important part of winning.
It's better to be lucky than to be good. All right, remember that, folks.
I like that, Lance. I like that. So I'm going Liberty W. I'm going Ionescu for the Liberty over 18.5 points. I'm going Thomas Bryant over 2.5 points. I'm going Shea Gildress under 33.5 points. I'm going Tyrese over 17.5 points. I'm going Neesmith over 11.5 points. And I had one that I lost around here. Yeah, but my locks are Thomas Bryant over 2.5 points and Liberty W. Those are my two locks. And these are the locks overall for me, Lance, and KG, who actually just pitched in. So KG had the Twins over 9.5 and the Yankees W. Then we have OKC minus 9.5 and Liberty minus 12.5. Then I have the Liberty W and Thomas Bryant over 2.5. And if you need to swap out one, Lance also gave OKC under 230.5, which I love. I love that one. It's gonna be a lot of defense tonight, y'all. Y'all better believe that.
Hey, it's good stuff. And you really are putting a lock of the day on Thomas Bryant?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was fucking Lonnie's new word?
Mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma. All right. All right. Let's that about wraps it up, folks. This was the Wanna Parlay Podcast, home of everything Wanna Parlay, the proud father of the $2 parlay and the world's richest parlay, where every day people are turning $2 into $2,000. Today was a great show. Thanks to Nate for coming on and giving at least the best effort he could. His audio was messed up, but hey, we fought like hell for that interview because he gives us good stuff, good knowledge, and good feedback to give back to Wanna people, and we're gonna get that changed. We're gonna get that fixed for you because you're the people we care about. We're the men of the people. That's Kobe's nephew. It's a lock, Thomas Bryant. Is that actually true? Is that true?
That would be a fun fact. I never heard of that.
I have to fact check that. Thomas Bryant relation to Kobe? Question mark. Nope, there's no relation at all. It's a complete lie. Thank you, KG. The Chicago sniper does us dirty, making me look a fool for even trying to believe that. He says yes, it is. Good luck, everyone. Good luck to you, Nate. Way to be great. It said no relation in the slightest. KG, the Chicago sniper, back again. We'll be back at the same time Tuesday next week. Noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, celebrating more Wanna winners, updating you on the latest Wanna leaderboards, and talking about all things sports. We will be recapping what will have gone on in the NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Finals, and baseball, WNBA. We'll have it all, folks, and we'll definitely be talking about gambling on this fantastic daily fantasy sports app we call Wanna Parlay. So, folks, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe as it helps our channel tremendously. Recently, in the past 30 days, we've had our subscriber numbers go through the roof. So keep fighting. Keep helping us out because, we love to do this for you guys. And, Tone, you got any final messages?
You already know the slogan, people. Download Wanna Parlay if you want to parlay. Also, for tonight, take it easy for the NBA Finals. If I could give you any betting tip tonight, don't place more than a 3-man parlay. Suggestively make a 2-man parlay. Like dig deep in your pocket and make a big bet on a 2-man parlay. Don't go crazy on anything more than that. And tell me how it works for you tomorrow. Oh, you can't tell me tomorrow. Tell me on next Tuesday. Yeah.
Hey, like you said, the slogan. If you want to parlay, download Wanna Parlay. Folks, we'll see you Tuesday. Adios.
out your phone. Yeah, Tone. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'ma throw a party. If you wanna parlay, down low wanna parlay. I just hit a parlay, I'm about to throw a party.
I just woke up in time to check out my parlay from last night. I hope it's a good day. If I'm on top the leaderboard on Wanna Parlay, that mean it's a good day. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Hawks played. I bet you Jordan Poole have an off day. Guaranteed Travis Hunter made a mouse play. If so, I done cashed on my parlay. 2 picks, 4 picks, 6 picks, 7 picks. Pick your poison. Wanna Parlay, then download the app right now. Come on, join it. If you lose one time, gotta keep on going. Flip them winners, gotta stack them coins. Stay in the race like Jacket Joyner. You'll win if you stack them points up. NBA, CBB, MLS, NFL, MLB. Take your time, build your slip. NHL, MMA, UFC. Yeah, you can go big on big. Yeah, or you can go small on small. World Series, Super Bowl, March Madness, championship, win them all.
If